welcome to Trading Truth YouTube channel. In this video, we're gonna be continuing our daily live market analysis on Bitcoin chart. Okay, so let's get started. Here I have the chart of Bitcoin. Okay, and one thing I actually like to do is like just start plain simple. The chart that we see, right? That one. This is the chart that everyone sees, right? Actually, I'll just disable that as well. Okay, so you can, somebody is looking at daily time frame, somebody is looking at 12 hour, somebody is trading on 4 hour, or 1 hour, anytime you want to take. um, so see, like when you are actually switching to different time frame, um, one thing you notice is that like every time frame have different market structure to it. Okay, and like if you are an algorithmic trader, no, if you are a trader who actually uses chart, they would actually do lot of practice, lot of practice, years and years of work to just to be able to pinpoint that this is a good line, uh, to know that okay, this is a support. If it's not measure support, but it is something that like he will do like a lot of back testing and figure out that okay, like when there is support, like market does tend to like go up or something like that. Okay, he finds structure, he tries to find a lot of patterns that might or might not be there in the market and make believe with it. Okay, I have a solution for that. Okay, and the solution that I have is to actually build an algorithm that actually figures out those support, resistance, whatever you want to call it, in any time frame, any market. All right, and I'll just show you. Once I add this thing
Hey,
called
take a
TradingView
look.
concept, you'll see what what is your perspective on the market. Okay, I'll just like start it and then disable it, enable it, disable it, enable it, disable it. I'll just like make it a bit bigger. So you're trying to see a pattern, you know that okay, when the blue lines hit, market tries to go up. When the red line gets hit, market comes down. you know and when it overcomes that, market tries to go up. Okay, well, this is the years and years of work, condensed into one indicator. Okay, and I don't like to call it indicator because it's simple math. Just try to understand this. Okay, see, um, when somebody is building their home, you know you might have seen apartment building, right? They would look like this, right? There will be one elevator or something that goes to all these different floors. All right, imagine elevator is going from this ground floor, right? This is ground floor, right? Imagine yourself going there, right? Now, um, as we name it, suppose we name it first floor, second, third, fourth, right? Now, nowadays we go with celebrate, elevator and stuff. But if you imagine, like, suppose there is no electricity, then how would you go to your home? You would use staircase, right? You would circle back, then you would go up, right? You would again circle back like that, and then you would go up like that. You can imagine all this staircase upside. Okay. And this is just like, imagine you walking like that, and then going like that. Okay. You're basically taking rest here to gain energy to go up more. If the stair was like that, you would actually basically stop there for a long time. Then you would, gain strength to go for it, right? But here, this is how the normal human being does it. Okay. All right. Um, so, my claim is that, like, if you understand how the stair works and how to go from first floor to second floor, or like, um, like, okay, I was looking at here. Okay, I should look there, yeah, because I can see it. Yeah, it's been a while, man, since I've been recording this. So yeah. Anyway, so what I'm what I'm explaining you is, um, you see this, like, you know we are like, playing different roles. Same person is playing different roles in order to go to its destination. you know I might actually take lift and just go with that, or I might go with stairs like that and go upside. Suppose it's a dangerous lift. you know then, like, what you would be doing, right? So you would take lift, like staircase. If it's broken or something, you would definitely need to take staircase. Have you seen that, like, TV show, the Big Bang Theory? They the all these episodes, that lift was broken from the very beginning. And, like, yeah, that's why, like, people in the elevator, they don't talk much. But when you're in, like, staircase or something, people used to talk and, like, hang around or something like that. Anyway, um okay, so if you understand a staircase, what it does look like is, see, basically this. When the market comes down, it goes like that, and then you rest it up. You even can go more. When you rest up more, when you rest up less, you know when you rest up less, right? You would even go for that much, like that. All right. Now, um, and then when you want to come down, you would come like this, you know um, go a little bit up, meaning like just your detour. Okay. And then coming down like that. Okay. So if you actually laid this, you know analogy, right? This is the same thing. It's interchangeable, right? Because we are looking, this is just a projection of that. Okay. Now imagine Instead of that floor, what we have is prosperity, like money. If you suppose, if you are smart enough to go to the level one, suppose this is like different level of wealthness, basically. Right? So if you are on that 1% club, what you would do, or like, mean to say, millionaire club or billionaire club, choose your pick. All right. What you would, what is that, like, these two things are interchangeable, meaning I just need to go there, you know book some money, take rest, right? Take rest, enjoy that money that you earn. You again go to the second floor, which is second level of your wealth. uh, you make more money there, you enjoy, you know and then you ride the another wave. If you want to do it at the start, you can actually build a computer algorithm to do it, which I'm going to show you right now. Yeah. So, and then, the bless of the modern market is, you can actually earn money while coming down as well, right? Okay. So you can make money. So basically there's like a lot of opportunity, guys, okay, in the market. And people who are living their life from it, they know the truth. People who are not living their life from this is like they are actually, um, just blind to this truth. Okay. That's why I'm here, to actually open your eyes to it. All right. So let's get started. I'm gonna take screenshot of this. Okay. um, Remove that. I'm gonna save, put it there. Okay. Now I'll just come here and add this indicator that I've built, wave. Okay. What it will do, let me put it there. Let me make it a bit bigger. Yeah. Okay. So check this out. Right. Now we applied the small staircase, because like, you can have, um, like, people living in each floor. Okay. So imagine if this is like this floor, people stop there, rested up, right? Came down, rested up, came down. This was big rest there, then they came down a lot there. Here, went up, here, came down, right? Now, what you don't see here is the path that it's taking, like that. This is very simple, okay? And like, you can see, so we need to actually create the blueprint of the market as well. Okay, as we have blueprint before building the building, without the blueprint, the building is not going to get established. Okay. So as we have like the blueprint of everything in this world, all right, even us human, we have a blueprint for that. All right. um, yeah, it's called medical sciences, biology. All right. um, so guys, like, you know as you have the blueprint, let me actually just search blueprint for the, um, building, multi-story building. Let's check this out. See this one. This is the blueprint that you have, and you can see, guys, it's not much. It's not much. What the heck happened to my tongue, man? It's not that complicated, okay, and it's not that different. Check this out. What I've drawn here. See, here. It looks like a game, when we used to play, going there, popping up there, going like that. Yeah, it's a it's a game of Pac-Man like that, game of life. Anyway, so imagine like going and like once I overlay it, you can see this the downstairs is like that. Then market goes up, right? You see, if we are coming down like that, then we actually circle around, which is like that. Okay, so if we are coming down, that's why like when we come down, we actually look at the line. Yeah, line will be above the candle, market will follow that line, pulls back, you know circles back. You can see there's like two line there, then again goes down, again that, then again goes down like that, right? So um, and then it stopped there. Suppose like they would go and then they would take a rest here. Okay, so this is how you can think of the market in order to actually feel it, and make sense of it. So let me actually show you the coolest thing. All right, I'll just put it there. All right, and then I'll enable this one, trading truth concept. I enable that, and let me actually, to explain you better, let me actually disable all this. Hmm. And see here. Let me actually go to fourth 4 hour time frame. Okay, so see, this is why like we can actually go to any time frame we want. This is the coolest thing. See how quickly I just change it and like it applies to 4 hour, right? This is cool. So see, if this is your base, you know base of the building, where is those chart? Oh, that was only on 1 hour. Oh, no, nice here. On that one. Wait, what? Hmm. Yeah. Yep. This is cool. Now check this out. See, if this is your base around here, right? That's why, like, how deep that base is very important, right? Okay. And then uh, how deep that base is and like how strong that is, that will actually give it a boost. Okay, and you see, this is your first floor. Like, I mean, from ground, if you take this, it's your first, this will be your second, this will be your third, this will be your fourth. But from this, if you take this as ground, this will be just counted as one, two, three. That's why you see this TP1, TP2, TP3, and that's your take profit. This is your just take profit initially. All right, so like that's the floor of prosperity. Okay, let me draw it here. All right. So TP1 market rotated there, right? You see that, came back and then went to TP2, right? Then market came down like that, then it went to TP, almost TP3 if you like. See, from this to this is far, but from this, if you like take this distance, this is just like, I mean, it came almost down like that, then it reached it again. So it reached TP3 and part of TP4 as well. Okay, right? From there, it actually just, you know, just came down. You see, this path it took like that. Okay, so you just need to apply this and it will actually tell you all that stuff. Okay, here as well, you can see we have for the upside, we have for the downside as well. Okay, and on the 4 hour, why that move was so good is because, see, all this time this was the biggest, this was the bigger base that actually added this move. You see, this is that bigger way base. All right, you see, right? Because market here didn't reach any point. Okay, so it was accumulating, accumulation, that's why we call this accumulation, you know. And um, and this is your support for that accumulation. Okay, this is your resistance. Okay, red, you see red line here and you see blue line here. Okay, just remember that red pill, blue pill, you know, plus minus, positive, negative. All right. So like here, as we established it, this, you know, um, we see that like market actually accumulated a lot there. Then when this new cycle started, new phase, then it just like went up, you know. You see, this is your markup phase. Then like when the market stops there, and I'll show you the distribution, we call this, when the market stops there, we call this distribution structure. Okay, and then after that we have this fall of the market, and we call this markdown. And by the way, on this one as well you can make money. Markdown. Okay, you know what, let me actually just keep markdown like that, and this will be your markup phase. Okay, so we have 4 phases. Okay, we call accumulation, then we have markup phase, then we have distribution, and then we have markdown phase. Okay, all right. So here, let me just take a screenshot, I suppose, and save it, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I was Anyway, so um, yeah, okay. So here, first floor, second floor, third floor, right? You know, you reach first target, TP1, TP2, TP3, right? I think I should lay out here as well. Yeah, but like it's being drawn. Anyway, um, so let me actually show you. So this is your like accumulation chart, all right? This is your accumulation. Now let me show you distribution. Let me disable that here. I'll do the same thing. Okay, so there we go. You see the distribution structure there. Market came down from there, right? This was that point there. Let me actually disable this as well, bring it down. So see, let me get rid of these now. Okay, so see here, distribution structure was there, and then the market just went down all this three floor. You can just flip it, all right, and this is what you will see. Okay, now we have established the floors, all right, but we haven't established the staircase yet. Okay, because like you can see this like structure, right? You can see this structure is like this slope. Okay, the slope staircase that goes like that, okay, to the upside. Okay, and when you're coming from down up, coming from above, you would actually look at as like down sloping, right, like that. So this is uh, how the market works, exactly the same as well. Okay, now let me actually show you, and see, whenever some architect is making this, it's mathematically accurate, okay, to the precision point. All right, there is no disagreement between 1 plus 1 equals to 2. Okay, it's like we all agree on that, like mathematics is the only exact science. Okay, so let me actually apply that here and show you. All right, so I'll just put it there. um, let me copy that and put it here as well. Why can't I? Yeah, there. Okay, now let me actually show you. Let me put it here first. Okay, I'll come here and then add first this one. Okay, as we have for like horizontal, we will have the line going up slope. Okay, and it is actually calculated mathematically with what market gives, so you don't need to worry about anything, and it will work. All right. So see, so we have this. See how the market goes like that, came back down, goes back up, came back down, goes back, came down around here. When it hit literally on this staircase, boom, you saw the biggest move there. you know then it hit that red energy line, which is basically your like resistance, the bear side of the market. Okay, there's a lot of people are going to sell at higher prices, right? There is going to be more people who are interested in buying at lower prices, in order to actually profit from going to the next floor, right? That's what we see. Now there is going to be people as well who sells it and makes profit, and that's what we're going to apply it here. We're going to enable this one and see how chart comes to life. You see, like that. Okay, Now you might be wondering, okay, I see how it's working here, but I don't know if it's working around here or not, right? But like, let me actually tell you that like you can actually extend it as different floor as well. Okay, it's like market is very advanced, guys. Like what you need to understand this, because a lot of very intelligent human beings are placing those trades. You know, they are in the market whether you believe it or not. All right, so this is the, that's why I call it trading truth concept. Okay, trading truth, because now as I add parallel lines, you will see that okay, now it actually okay, it is following that, slope, that descending trend line, that downward staircase, you know so see, as it hit that, it came down like that, you know um,
Hey, take a look.
yeah. And one thing you're actually like wondering, like, why the colors of these candles are different from this one. I mean, I only see red and blue, red and green here. Why is it different color, Yeah, if you're wondering, then you're paying attention, guys. So kudos to you, because this is very important stuff that I'm showing you guys. And yeah, my goal is that, like, once you learn this concept, once you train your mind to trade with it, you're gonna get financial freedom within 1 year. That's what I'm gonna do as well. So yeah, welcome to the channel. um Now, so see, like, as I've added like descending trend line, right? I see the pattern emerging. That's market telling me, okay, like once I reach that, and like I see a lot of people selling, interested in selling, that means people are positioning themselves to go down. They are actually getting in a line, getting in that like staircase to go down, okay, and sell their trade and make profit. Okay, rest in the second floor. Suppose you're living in like different floors. Okay, your family, all right, like um, within one complex, like I think there will be a family where, like, um, their parents are living downstairs, other family member are living in third floor, fourth floor, like that. And when the festival comes or season comes, like, you would actually go there, meet them. It's like whenever you're when you want to give gift or something, like, just imagine you're visiting, and like, then you actually learn a lot of concept, if they are rich. And like, they are teaching you about something to business improvement, so you learn a lot, you make profit, you rest at your home, you again you know learned a lot, you invested in business, invested in trade, and then you learned a lot, and you take profit there, like, yeah. So this is why, like, this is uh, the blueprint of the market that I'm actually trying to teach you. Okay, and you can actually see that here. Okay, I don't need to like tell you, you can see it for yourself. People say seeing is believing. Okay, I think it's true. Tell me if you're not believing, man. Yeah. you know Now, like, let's add those parallel lines here as well. Okay, and you see, when it hits that, boom, market went up, then it came down, or come down from there. You see this like midpoint, right? So all these events that's happening in the market, they have different meaning. Okay, they have their name. Okay, you can actually give each event its name. Okay, so what we can do is build an analogy to actually give a face to name, like, name to the face, sorry, yeah. To give name to the face. Okay, so whatever we are seeing here, we will give name to the face, meaning all the events that we are seeing. Okay, what sort of event this is, like why the market after this, like, it's just went up, why didn't it came down, right? Why is that, right? And then, like, you must be wondering, like, why the market comes, when it comes to this blue line which I'm seeing here but I'm not seeing here, is actually when it does there, it goes up, and when this blue line that's there but I'm not seeing here, you can see my cursor there, you know it's not there, but after reaching that, market comes down. Why is that? Okay, and then again it goes up when it reaches this red line, you see resistance. Why the market comes down way further when these two line meets from there? Why is that? You must be wondering, right? So let me actually explain you, like, why is that. Okay, see guys, it's very simple. Okay, and I told you already. um, as soon as you understand how you're, like, going from first floor to second floor, and like whenever you go to a mall or something, like, instead of taking elevator, take staircase, and imagine this. Okay, that you're going in the market, right? So yeah, let's actually take the mall analogy. You can actually, like, think of it as uh, an institutional headquarter. Okay, institutional headquarter is like, they are not just buying, they are also selling, guys. Okay, they are buyers and they are sellers, they are the both of them are one. Okay. Yeah, so it's like, see, here, this is the building of sellers. Okay, on this particular headquarter, institutional trading headquarter, or whatever you want to call it, like, let's call it CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Let's call it New York Stock Exchange. Let's call it Bombay Stock Exchange. Let's call it anything that you want to call it. All right. Um, Here, this is the head. This is the floor of sellers, from where the sellers are allowed to enter short. Okay, take short trade, or like, yeah, sell whatever they have bought, so taking profit. All right, it's not just like, they are making profit one way or another. It's like, if the market goes up, they are making profit. Market goes down, they are making profit. All right, so here, sellers, they are allowed to go down, boom. Buyers hit line, you know they are allowed to buy, boom. Again, sellers, they are allowed to sell, boom. Again, buyers, they are allowed to buy, boom. Here, you see. Now, from this point, you can see that. So yeah, guys, now you understand that, like, all these different floors that we have, that I have drawn here. Okay, this is the real blueprint of the market. Okay, of the institutional building. All right, you see, um, selling, boom, and you actually don't see that line there, but market did came down, right? Think about it. Okay, right? Then again, when it came around here, market came down from there, right? Then again, institutional buyers, boom. Here, these buying line, okay, it got broke, so the pullback, you know, the sellers again came there, right? So the buyers is actually becoming sellers when it gets, like, breaken and then retested. Okay, you should keep that in mind, right? You see, here, when the market went above, this was that point. There again, same point, like that, market came even further when these both two line meet. All right, when market came back, it came back to this midpoint, you see, this midpoint. All right, and from there, you see, this big move occurred, and it where it went, it went to this new next line, right? That's where it's like the resistance, and again that thing happened, right? So you can see, guys, like, and then when it came down, it actually came to the next point here, and from here it went up again, resistance, came down, right, stopped a little bit there, break down below this, then you can imagine it came even down, right? Then it stayed there because this was your midpoint, you see, right? From here, market established new accumulation, here, like, you see this new accumulation, and then you can see, you can now read the market beautifully, guys. You see here, this is bit complicated when it, like, combines two line. You see, when the market went up, a lot of selling happened there, and it was like observing, buyers were observing sellers, right? And when this trend line got hit, down staircase, and so this floor was established, then boom, market came down there, around very near to this support, and this was your new structure formation. So all this upside move is your reaccumulation, guys. So, like, none of the other market analysis or indicator is going to give you this much of detail, in very simple form. All right, this is your institutional headquarter, as I told you, right? Now see, this was, now we need to combine our human brain, to make sense of it, okay? Because, guys, ai can do it. Yeah. I mean, like, if I give, okay, let me actually uh, give this to ai and ask it if it, like, knows, um, you know um, let me bring chat gpt. All right, so using, um, apartment complex as institutional ins, institutional headquarters, right? Kind of like the CEO from Wyckoff. Okay, explain this to me, in simple words, those lines and their meaning. Okay, blue upper channels, elevator shafts, accumulation zone. The blue diagonal channels represent the institutional's premium apartment tower. When price enters a blue channel, right? When price enters a blue channel, institutions are buying, they want tenants, retail traders to move into the building. Okay. Yeah. All right. Price is being lifted floor by floor. Imagine ground floor 70K, first floor 75, second print penthouse 85. The elevator only goes up. That's why the channel slopes upward. Okay. Red downward channels, exit staircase, distribution zones. The red channels represent emergency staircase. When institutions finish selling, they stop operating the elevator. They force everyone to use the stairs. Price starts descending floor by floor. Think, we have sold enough apartments. Sorry, guys. Now they want retail traders trapped at higher prices. Okay, so you can imagine this horizontal red zones, like that. The thick red horizontal levels are floors of the building. For example, this whenever price reaches a floor, institutional decides continue to next floor or stop and sell inventory. Okay. So you can actually read all this stuff and see. I didn't told it like, but in Wyckoff terms, these are springs, automatic rally, all this stuff. So I'll actually like post this. This is very this might be helpful. Let me actually copy this. um, and paste it. Anyway, you actually get what I'm trying to say, right? Okay. um, so now let me actually show you more interesting things. Okay, now we are actually going to go and pinpoint the entry. Okay, where we want to go with those institutional buyers or sellers. Okay, so here um, what I'll do is like I'll actually come here and add this one, structured channels. Okay, what do I mean by that? You'll see. No, I'll just first add this one. Okay, the high and low. We will measure the high and low from that point onwards. Okay, high low since automatic rally. All right, and you can see as the market grows, the channel grows. Right, the this midpoint is telling you the trend of that institutional traders. Okay. um, okay, so like now we have the high and low point. Now we can actually add this staircase to that high and low and target um, the time.
Hey, take a look.
So I added there. Now I'll
Hey,
add here.
take a look.
Okay, so now you will like, let me actually explain it this way. I'll disable that. Okay, I will also, what I will do here as well, I will disable that. Okay, now you see all these are developing market structure. Okay, as the market develops, this midpoint gets updated. So midpoint shifted there. Now the market, when it comes down, this is why, like, why didn't it came down further? This is why it didn't came down further, because the midpoint got developed to this that point. Okay, and this trend line that's going from there, that's your trend line that's get drawn. And when the market comes, it has this react. And you might have seen, like, what people do. They actually do this. They will plot a trend line like that. From this to this, they will connect something like that. I don't know, maybe like that something. But this is only possible when you have this point and this point. What about all this? Why are you leaving that behind, man? Like, you know it doesn't make sense. So you can see all those people who are actually drawing from hand, and and like charting and all this stuff. It comes from experience. Okay, it comes from a lot of hard work. And frankly speaking, like, not all of us have those, like, lot of work to learn trading effectively, right? So this is the solution for you guys to basically, like, take uh, the roller coaster ride to the financial freedom. Yeah, so let me actually add this one, and you see now it's perfect. Okay, remove that one. It will automatically draw, whenever I'm gonna put it. You see, I'll just like do that, um, myself up there, and let it start. Let me drink some water. So see, midpoint was reached. Market went up first floor. That one there, here, came down. Resistance got hit again. It came down a little bit. Then there was that midpoint. Market went up, right? So you can see. Now see, here market dipped down below, right? And then you would say like this is the institutional buyers that actually getting in, so market must go up more, right? And that's exactly what happens. Okay, you see, and it might go even further. Yeah, right. So guys, you can see it for yourself that this is the true nature of the market, right? When the resistance becoming support and this trend line, institutional buyers, there, that's the line of institutional buyer line. Okay, market dips down below, resistance, boom, midpoint, market went up, right? Now the support is becoming resistance, the market will come down even further, you see. Okay, and it come to around here, which is the midpoint around here. So like you see, it come around here. Okay. Right, now you can see that pattern that I'm trying to teach you, the pattern of the market, the true nature of the market. This was that last point, last couple of weeks. I mean, last week, the market situation, and we're gonna decode everything. Okay, why this happened, what was the reason, and why the market came down. Okay, because see, as I told you, market is a living entity. You know, um, because we humans are trading it, we are living entity, so market is also living entity. I'll add this one there, this one there. Okay, I will add here this one, this one, and then see how beautifully it came, institutional sellers line. And you can actually, if you don't know anything about that, just watch this institutional buyer line, short trend line. When it gets broken, you can actually take short and like, pray to God that like it goes down or something. But you don't need to pray to God anymore. When this gets broken, we know this is mathematically calculated point, and the support is becoming resistance. You are 99% sure that it's gonna come down. Okay, so it comes down. Okay, you take profit, and where was this area? You see the profit where it took you to this line, right? Market stopped on that staircase, right? As soon as again it reached this like institutional sellers, you know these ascending institutional buyers is turned into resistance. Okay, the support has turned into resistance, and the market will go even further. This is what that candle is telling us, the market is going to go even further. And if it breaks this, it's coming to this line, it exactly that. Then if it breaks that, it's coming to the next that line, and that was around here. You see all these like different candle color. Let me actually tell them now. Okay, this is very important, guys. Okay, so I'll add volume. Okay, this is the volume, right? You see the purple color. Let me actually add that one. Let me remove this one. Now let me disable those. All right. Yep. So see, as we have 7 different colors in, you know, um, in this world, like white light, um, we actually categorize in different color: the intensity of the light, the intensity of the volume, okay, the energy of that candle. All right. So the purple line is the highest volume. Okay. So like we call it whip gear, right? 347. Okay, V is violet, this one. I is indica, B is blue, okay, G is green, right? Y is yellow or orange, this one. And then R is red, right? So this is all your color that we have. All right. Now, um, so this is how the nature works, guys. So that's why we need to look at the candle with these colors, okay? And here I have like give violet high, very ultra high volume, then red color very high volume, then orange color high volume, then green color, you know, um, yeah, low volume, and then blue very low volume, and then like silver is like, yeah, it's not even countable. Okay. I mean, not countable meaning, but like it's very small volume. Okay, that's why its color is gray. Okay, now here it will even not even look like a candle, anyway. My point being is like this color is not making much sense, but this one does, because as soon as this candle comes and like it comes to this institutional trend line, okay, institutional floor, okay, I know that okay, institutions are buying, and I can see it in the chart that institutions are buying, you see. Okay, so when the market goes from there, then I know it's coming to this point, I know for sure. Okay, that's where that 99% uh, you know um, statistics is coming from. All right, you need to trust the process, you need to know that this is the true blueprint of the market. Okay, this is the true blueprint of that institutional headquarters, and you can see it. Okay, all those are different institutional traders positioning themselves there. Okay. um, I think we are 1 hour to the video now. I think this will be, I'm gonna make it part one. Okay, and then on the next video I'm gonna explain you how to give life to this chart. Okay, how to give life, meaning like we're gonna actually name those institutional buyers and sellers on each floor. Okay, we're gonna put name to the faces. Okay, so as I just see when I enable this, and let me actually just come to this one. Okay, so now as soon as I hit this, you will see a lot of different names there. Okay, you see. Okay, let's see what name was this one. As we are giving name to the face, this is the floor of backing up. Backing up is like it's an event in Wyckoff methodology. is market is getting ready to go even further, and that's what happened, you see. Okay, after big accumulation, market when decides to go even further, and you can see the volume there. Let me actually now disable that this candlestick color. It's really piece of crap, like you see, I mean, it's not even making much sense. Now the market makes more sense when we add the natural color of the nature. Okay, see, institutional buyers, very high volume. Okay, let me add the volume here as well. Okay, you see, and these three different lines, four different lines here, it's the standard deviation of the of this sample. Okay, so when it crosses about that fourth one or fourth floor, boom, you know that's your institutional buyer. You see, here when the market was making that backing up same action, we didn't saw any like institutional bias, like how come, so that's why this trade didn't work, right? So you can actually see that. Okay, around here, this event calls LPS, last point of support, and here there was institutional buyer as well, because after purple, red, that's orange, that's very high volume, it's high volume. So market decides to go up to this where seller came, and when it broke about this selling line, resistance became support. We saw this backing up action, but it was small backing up action, it wasn't that big. Okay, so it went to this line where buyers converted to sellers, and the market just came down with the name of upthrust action, which is like it tries to go up. This is what we call bull trap. Okay, uh, yeah, so bulls are trapped now with high volume, you can see. And when this candle came, very high institutional selling, market just tanked down after that. uh, Here you can say, like, okay, institutions are buying, but like where? I don't see any institutional floor there, right? The buyers, so that's why market didn't go up. It was just a fake out, and like, resistance was there, or more sellers were selling, because as I told you, in that headquarter there's buyers and sellers in, like, simultaneously taking trades and like all this stuff. Okay, that's why they are making money. Okay, because they are thinking that you only know this. Okay, but after this video you will know what their behavior are, what they are like, what they are thinking, how they are thinking, where they are positioning themselves, you know you understand what I'm saying? Like, you can actually see the lifeline of the market, the path that it's taking in the future, and you can predict the future as well. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave it that. All right, and in the next video we will talk more about all these lines that's gonna help us guide our way to this market structure. Okay, so see here, LPSY upthrust, mark after LPSY, see last point of supply, market tanked down again, market tanked down, right? You see, support become resistance, market tanked down. And this one I'm gonna tell you later on, spring. You see this spring, and you compare it with spring around here. Where are those? Yeah, yeah, this one, and then let me actually come to 12 hour perhaps. Like, let me find better spring 1 hour. See how quickly I'm switching, and like, it's well, the market is downtrending, so spring is not there. See, there's another action, we call it breaking down action, and see market just came down after that. That's why I told you, like, once this trend line also gets broke, just stay alert. That means big move is coming in the market. Okay, so you should be positioning yourself to go with the flow, go with those rich institutional trader who are gonna make fuck ton of profit, and yeah, because market is same for everyone, guys. Like, if you know this structure, if you know this blueprint of the market, you're gonna make money, really, you know. And I hope you can actually, after watching this, you can prove this to yourself as well, that like all the concept that I'm sharing here is scientifically tested. Okay. And if this analogy is not making sense to you, please let me know in the comment below, and I'll try to explain much better. But what I believe, and I am confident on that, is after learning this, I think you know more about market than people who are trying to learn it for last 5, 10 years or something. Okay, so I hope you guys like the video. Please subscribe and hit that like button, and so that YouTube algorithm can actually spread this video to new audience. And my goal to grow this channel is up to 100,000 subscribers within the end of this year, you know and I'd really like your help to spread the message. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Peace.